Hi, my name is Mike O'Leary. I'm here today alongside with Robert Elliott. We are going to be explaining how to play the sport of pickleball. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you have a great day, and remember, that's how I roll.
In pickleball, a common shot is to call it the lob. What the lob is when your opponents are at the kitchen line, which is about just 7 feet from the net, is to throw a high ball up over your head, which gets them off the kitchen, putting them at a disadvantage. So as a standing player, we're not too worried, and it's not that difficult to go back and get it. So we don't need any extra advantage. So we typically stay right at the kitchen line, have our feet right there, and go back and recover it. Usually we'll hit an overhead, but we have time to go back and let the ball bounce and get it back. So when you're in a chair, I would think that, most people think, oh, I got an easy shot. I could just lob the person in the chair. So how do you counter that?
Well, the one way we do that, or I do this, is I stay back from the kitchen about 10 inches, 12 inches from the kitchen line. I'm not right up to the kitchen like a standing person would be. Reason I can get away with that is because if it's a short dink over the net, I still have a second bounce to get to it. So I have time to get to that ball and return the dink. If the person tries to lob over me, I'm already a foot back, and it just takes one good hard pull back, and I can get back to that baseline if I need to return the overhead lob fairly easily and safely in the sports chair. Now, if a person were in a day chair, I would not recommend them playing in a day chair to begin with. I don't think they're safe. That particular move would be very difficult and dangerous for a person in a day chair because they don't have an anti-tip bar like we do, a rigid anti-tip bar. They can flip over very easily. The other reason for not playing in a day chair, we do some very quick turns and reaching out to the side, from side to side. And with a sports chair, you have cambered wheels that prevent you from flipping over when you make these quick moves. In a day chair, the wheels are not cambered like that, and they tip very easily. So just my personal recommendation is do not play this sport in a day chair.
And I like that analogy to standing people too, because you mentioned in a day chair, if you push hard back, you're probably going to tip and fall backwards and bang your head. And for standing players, we recommend not moving straight back either, because you clip the back of your heel and you fall back, hit your head, or you put your hands down to brace it, and you break your wrists, and that's the most common issue with standing players. So if you're a standing player, you don't want to run straight back. If you're in a day chair, you also don't want to go straight back because it's very dangerous. You need to have a sports chair.
Right. So in summary, I'd like to thank everyone for following me in my videos. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been helpful, and possibly you have learned a few things, and everyone can adapt and learn and play and have fun. And just want to thank you all again, and remember that this is how I roll.